I was in a very particular stage in life where I just moved country from London to Australia, and I had a lot of pressure that accumulated from that move, from starting a new job, which happened to be a high pressure role, trying to settle into a new country, not having as much of a support network around me, and I was in the process of losing my grandfather. I was really stressed by, these challenges that were happening. My experience of the Top Gun Academy, it just helped me uncover stuff. For example, the job that I was in, which I was finding high pressure, quite hard to keep up with. The job itself was actually not providing meaning for me. That was something that I needed to make a choice about. The Top Gun Academy helped me uncover what was missing from my work in terms of values, and whether it was possible to find that in my work from framing it differently, or whether I needed to make a decision about, changing that job. Working with Casper was, first of all, always a very compassionate and safe space to kind of open up, allowed me to kind of actually talk about the difficult things. We were always advised to do some mindfulness or to tap into that kind of flow state before we went into these exercises, and it really worked. That's been a big shift for me. I've learned how to give myself permission to actually focus on what the life I want is and how I can get there. Stretch is a bit of a genius coach when it comes to health. If you're into like fitness and health, to talk to Stretch. He's so enthusiastic about everything. Sometimes I had specific questions and he could really relate to them. He was always thoughtful about my perspective on a very kind of practical level. The fitness program that he set, phase 1 and phase 2, I've made really good gains physically towards my goals. I've learned about my body. I've identified weaknesses. We've worked on those weaknesses. In 3 months, I've improved my form on like compound exercises like squats and deadlifts. And I'm 31. I've never had such good form in squats and deadlifts before. So, I mean, that's a massive takeaway. And now we're doing skills and like handstand training and other types of specific things that keep me enthusiastic in my training. He was very thoughtful about the volume of training that I enjoy and what's manageable for me. Before this course, I was having kind of occasional crashes, like energetic kind of dips, and Stretch really helped me unpack that as well, and perhaps what was contributing to that, but also how to design a routine that prevented that from happening, a more sustainable routine. And even though I've always been, like for the last few years, I've been very conscious about longevity, Stretch's approach helps you understand what longevity actually means, what it looks like on a day-to-day basis. Stretch's video on load versus capacity was a game changer for me. I've shared it with other people. My auntie, who's a psychotherapist, and she was amazed too. She was like, wow, that's a really great way of thinking about, why we get injured or why we get, stressed or why we have bad days sometimes. It's not one dimensional. And to look at it in that kind of illustrated way that he presents it, it really helps. I would say if you're considering joining the Top Gun Academy, you're about to have the attention of 2 really great coaches who are devoted to what they do. It's going to have, a positive impact on your life. I think in a world full of health and wellness advice coming at us from all directions, this is a great opportunity to have 2 coaches who get on together, who are thinking about how their skill sets can be combined and intertwined and help an individual, but also, just that they are really devoted to helping the people that are on this course. And that just shone through the whole course.